Hey friends, welcome back to Ball Homestead. Today I want to make some jalapeno hot sauce. My friend Diane sent me a jar and oh my gosh, it's so good. So we have quite a few jalapenos. We're going to go ahead and throw our sugar rush peach in this too, and some sweet peppers just to kind of counterbalance it and get all this cut up in our food processor. I'm just going to cut these peppers, the tops off, and put them in the food processor. I am out of gloves, so I'm gonna have to find me a little baggie or something to scoop this all out because I don't want to have burning hands all night. I may double check one more time. I guess I'm gonna have to pick some up next time I'm at the store because I like to have them on hand for, you know, anything to do with the animals and peppers and stuff like that. When I'm putting chicken up too, I like to have gloves. I just don't like touching it, the raw meat. Just thought this would be a yummy way to preserve some of our peppers, and I'm telling you friends, it is delicious. I'm in love with it. She was saying that marinated chicken in it is amazing, so I may try that this weekend because she sent me a whole jar full and I'm excited to try it like that. I'm so glad it's Friday, friends. This has been a long week. This week really was long. I woke up Wednesday morning. I wake up about 12:30, 1 o'clock, and for some reason in my mind I thought it was Saturday. Anyways, I was laying there, I was like, well, I ain't got to get up, it's Saturday. And I was laying there thinking about the menu all week that we'd had, and I was like, oh no, it's not Saturday, get up. So I jumped out of bed and got ready and went to work. Anyways, it's been a long week. I don't know why it's felt so long. We're going to start out with a couple of pounds of hot peppers. She put jalapenos, but like I said, I've got so many sugar rush peach I need to do something with. I'm going to put those in it too. So, plus I thought I could double the recipe and get twice the amount of stuff. I think I want to throw these two little habaneros in there too. Here we're just getting our peppers chopped in the food processor. All right, friends, we've got our onions, our garlic. I used 4 big elephant garlic cloves. You just want to use 4 regular cloves for one recipe of this. And our peppers all chopped finely in the food processor. And we're going to saute this up for a little bit in a little bit of olive oil. And we're just going to let that cook down for a little bit. After it's cooked down, we're going to add a half of a cup of lemon juice is what I added. Hers said lime juice, but I didn't have any, so I used lemon. Now we're going to add a cup and a half of vinegar to this. We're going to dump that in. And next we're going to add a cup of water. A couple of teaspoons of black pepper, a couple of teaspoons of salt, and 2 teaspoons of cumin. We're just going to mix it up really well. We're going to go ahead and add that cup of water I was talking about now. There we go. Now we're going to add our cumin. And then the best part of all is the cilantro. Friends, I am in love with cilantro. It is like one of my favorite herbs. My husband despises it. He says it tastes like dish soap to him. Also 2 tablespoons of oregano, and mix all that together. But I love cilantro, so this is going to be my own personal hot sauce, and I'm super excited about it because I absolutely love it. You'll see at the end I make some breakfast bowls, and it's phenomenal. Here I am. I used a whole bunch of cilantro because the recipe called for a little bit of cilantro, but I love the flavor so much, I put the whole bunch in there. I just chopped it finely in my food processor. This was a super quick, simple hot sauce to put together. Now we're just going to mix all that well, and then we're going to start ladling in our jars. We're not going to can this. We're going to freeze it because I want those flavors to stay fresh. What she had gave me hadn't been canned. Had just been kept in the refrigerator, and it is so lovely, friends. I want to capture that same wonderful flavor. So we're just going to fill our jars about 3/4 full. I'm going to use some of our old lids. That's what I saved some for, is for dry goods or for freezer projects or whatever. But we're just going to put those in, fill them about 3/4 of the way full, and fill our jars up, and then pop them in the freezer. It's that simple. But I wanted to preserve that freshness of the herbs and the peppers and all. I didn't want to cook all that down and lose that fresh flavor, if that makes sense. So anyways, we're just filling our jars. I think we ended up with three pretty much pints, 3/4 full pints, and a half pint. So that'll last me a long time. I'm super excited about this because it's spicy, but on things, friends, it just adds such an amazing flavor. And I am going to try the chicken thing. I might try that this weekend, because I am trying to eat a little healthier. You'll see in our next clips. When you freeze things, you don't want to completely fill your jars, because the contents expands and it can crack your jars. So you want to leave it enough space for that to expand, if that makes sense. But we're just going to get some used lids and put on this and label it and get these babies in the freezer. Here's our 4 beautiful jars. We're just going to get those labeled and into the freezer, friends. It's that simple. All right, friends, we're going to make some breakfast bowls. I was thinking this would be a nice thing to have handy for my breakfast and stuff. I love things like this, and we have a ton of eggs. So these, you'll see, are for me because I'm adding onion to this, and my husband hates onion. But I'm putting a 1/2 pound of our homemade sausage. It's not homegrown, but we made this sausage. And I'm going to put a chopping onion up in there. I love onions, so these are going to be for me. So we're going to add the onion. And we're just going to chop all that meat up and let that cook for a little bit. And saute those onions up and make them nice and soft. But we are going to try to use some of these eggs up. I have like 7 dozen in the fridge. And friends, I've got to do something with some of them. I've got to take care of some of these eggs. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to make some yummy, kind of healthy breakfast bowls. We're just going to add some yummy sweet peppers here and cook them down with our peppers, or the onions and the sausage, until all that is done. We're also going to add a zucchini to this. I think that will be lovely in this mixture. And we're going to just keep sauteing that all up, friends. Chopping that meat up as small as we can get it. I like little chunks of sausage in my eggs. Get that zucchini out of the fridge and get it chopped up and cooking with the rest of this delicious mixture. It smells amazing. I love the smell of onions and peppers sauteing. To me, you can throw some onions on to cook and it's so aromatic. I just take this zucchini and cut it in long ways and fourths and chop the whole zucchini up in here. I love zucchini. I could eat it in just about anything. I think it's one of the best vegetables there is. It's so flavorful and it's so good for you too. So we're adding that zucchini in and we're just going to get all that sauteed up and then we will add our eggs. All right, things have been cooking for a bit and we're ready to add some eggs to this. I'm going to add about a dozen total eggs to this mixture. I'm trying to use eggs any way I can, friends. We are overrun with them, and I don't like to waste food, so we're gonna figure out a use for them. I may boil some up for snacks too because we love boiled eggs and they're good healthy snacks. We're just gonna get about a dozen eggs in there and get all that cooked. Once we get our eggs cooked, I'll try to stay on top of this so we don't get a lot of sticking. But once we get those all cooked, we are going to put together our breakfast bowls. All right, our eggs mixture's done. So we're going to get these small little bowls here that we have. We bought these things on Amazon, and friends, they are a game changer. We've had these for 2 or 3 years. I saw them on Acre Homestead. I love Becky. She's amazing, and I've been watching her for years. So she had recommended these, and I got them, and they are the best thing. They're lock and lock lids, and they're in glass containers, and I love that. So we're going to get our 5 bowls here filled with our egg mixture, and then we're going to top them with some cheese. I'll post the link and the recipes in the description box. The link will be to an Amazon page. But friends, these bowls are absolutely amazing. And here you have it, friends. 5 beautiful breakfast bowls. I'm so happy to have these in the refrigerator for quick breakfast. Here we have our mixture with the peppers, onions, zucchini, eggs, and cheese. And I did put a little bit of that jalapeno hot sauce on it. I'm fixing to dig in. Thank you for stopping back by our homestead. Please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, friends. Goodbye.